So for me, when I started Real Love, I was really obsessed with doing everything right. So I think in the beginning, for me, in doing everything the right way, even though I was looking really good on the outside and I was following all the rules, inside I was using guilt as a means to control my behavior. So it seems like there's a consequence attached to doing something right if I'm doing it for the wrong reason. So in other words, using guilt. So for me, like, my trusting really started to improve when I allowed myself to make mistakes. It's almost like I had to give myself a mistake allowance. Like I'm going out with the intention of facing opportunities to make mistakes. And it just felt very unnatural because like when I would do in conference calls and all that stuff, the focus was always on trying to take advice and do everything the right way. When I found it strange, that is when I started doing things the wrong way. That was the access to feeling loved when I did those things and then not having a desire to do them so much anymore. But it was really a conflicting experience, that I had to do the wrong thing in order to feel loved so that I can get to the point where I don't have that desire.
We've lived in an imitation world for so long that when we learn real love, we go, oh, that's a good thing, and we try to marry the two. No, you have to throw it out. So we do real love, but we still do guilt. We do real love, but we still compete with other people to do it faster. You can't marry the two. You have to throw it away. Mistakes are great. You just observe them.
Yeah, it's like sometimes when I start to feel empty, I tell myself I need to make some more mistakes.
Yeah, actually, just go screw up.
Yeah.
Or coaches will say to me, how do I know if I'm pushing people hard enough? Pushing as in, to the point of just push them too far. And then you'll find out. It's a good lesson. You were hinting at that earlier. How did I learn this stuff? Did it all the wrong ways. And learned from it. But keep in mind that just because somebody reacts badly to what you say doesn't mean you did it wrong. Some victims will react badly to you doing exactly the right thing. I worked with a lady for years, cursed and screamed at me. Her emails would just set my computer screen on fire. And I finally said, you need somebody smarter. So she goes to Yale Medical School to get real help. And she writes me back a week ago and says, they don't know. They don't know what they're doing. She said, what you told me is the only thing that's ever worked. And I'm going, I remember my computer bursting into flame. It takes what it takes. Me making mistakes, her making, whatever, just make them. Just observe them. You don't have to apologize for every mistake either.